first thing is, especially when it's a new car, you always want to eliminate any barriers. And like, the counter's a barrier, so you want to get away and out of the counter. Always try to come either that way or this way. Get to this way when you're actually talking to the customer. You don't want to be slouched on the counter. You don't want to be like, hey, thanks for coming in. What are you interested in? You actually want to get over here. Once you can identify that they're a new customer, eliminate all the barriers. And then if you can develop a relationship somehow that's even better. And like a relationship can be as easy as, thanks for coming in. Those are nice shoes. Those Jordans, man, that's cool. It's that simple. Or anything. Nice hairdo, or I like that shirt. Something to like ease the tension or ease whatnot. And then just ask them what brought them to us, what brought them in today. And they might say, I'm going on vacation. They might say, I'm going on a wedding. They might say, I heard you guys were through the place. They might say, my doctor recommended me get vitamin D and I hear you get from sunlight. They might just say, a lot of people say, oh, I don't know, and those are the people that want a tan. They just feel bad about saying, hey, I want a tan. So you can tell them, oh, you just want a tan. So those are really the reasons why. And then after that, one thing you don't want to do is say, oh, are you here for sunless or UV? Because what that does is actually eliminate 50% of the products that we offer. And if you really think about it, that's actually 60% because we do the fitness too. So instead of saying, are you here for sunless or UV? A better question would be, oh, may I take 2 minutes and just show you around everything that we have? And 9 out of 10 times people will say yes. And the first thing you should do is kind of talk about our live goods, to be quite honest with you, because it's an easy transition. And you can say, one thing that kind of separates our salon from any other in the country, or what you would find, is that instead of having just a sitting area where you just sit on your butt and do nothing while you wait to tan, we actually provide our guests with whole body vibration therapy. And then you need to know everything about whole body vibration therapy, but when you're teaching or when you're selling it to a customer, just pick 3 things and just give them 3 benefits of it, and it's right here. Again, our customers, instead of sitting down and not burning out any calories, they can jump on these for 10 minutes. They can get firm buns, tight abs, and reduce their cellulite, and they can get a deeper, darker, faster tan because you actually increase your circulation. And when you tan, you only need airflow and exposure to UV light and blood circulation. Those are the top 3 components that will qualify as a tan. So our guest will naturally probably look better and feel better, but also have a better tan who use these, and then they jump in a tanning unit. And then you always want to go in sequences of highest to lowest. So after you've done that, you bring it right over here, and you'd say, this is the top of the line equipment that we have. And it truly is. The maker of this is German engineering, German technology, which everybody knows the best engineered products are German. BMWs are made in Germany. Volvos are made in Germany. Mercedes are made in Germany. Volkswagens are made in Germany. They are far superior in engineering than we are. And this is German engineering to its finest. As you can see, the bed kind of speaks for itself. There used to be a TV show that was called Sunset Tan, and they were formed out in California, and then they put it in Las Vegas. It's in the Palms Hotel. They have one of the rooms was called the Paulie D room, and this is his bed. This is the bed that he tans in. So the same bed that they have in the Palms High Scale Sunset Tan Resort is the same one that we have here. But the real benefit of high pressure tanning is you actually get 2 types of light exposure. And they both do good things for you. One type of light exposure is called UVB, and UVB is what stimulates your vitamin D production. And then you get your UVA light. UVA light is your bronzing light. So naturally, the more UVA light you're exposed to, the quicker, faster, bronzer, darker tan you get. This unit's set up to emit 99% UVA light. So that means you're going to get naturally deeper, a darker, and a faster tan. And basically on the stats on this is you tan 3 times, 7 days, you're tan, and then you tan once every 7 to 15 days to maintain your tan. And that's awesome because everybody in this world is always on the go. We always want more time, and we always want what we want yesterday. And this can get you the fastest way. If you want to be tan, the fastest way to get tan is a sunless tan. If you don't want a sunless tan, this is the next fastest way. And nothing's faster than 3 tans in 7 days. And it's great for everybody. It's great for people to upgrade to. And it's also great for professionals because professionals who are on the go that have to go to work every day back and forth, they don't want to come in and take 3 or 4 days out of their week to tan. They can do it in one, so it saves you an abundance of time and, you know, aggravation and frustration. It's a good overall investment, to be honest. And again, these units, we call it a Sun & Braun, a Diva 7. Again, German engineering, extremely top of the line. And typically what you want to do, especially talking about most things, typically the higher end of things, the more you tell, more benefits, more sizzle. So I find it, just pick three things. Three things is this, as you can see, people often call this one the spaceship because it's so big and there's no other tanning bed out there like it. But it's super luxurious because you have all the space you need. You have adjustable air conditioning, which means you can keep it as cool or as warm as you like. And one of the biggest misconceptions is people think hotter is better. That's completely wrong. We spend thousands of dollars on these tanning beds. This actually is a $30,000 piece of equipment. The reason why it's $30,000 is because it's engineered to give you a comfortable tan, which means we can provide you with a tan in a very cool environment. You can be out in a 90-degree weather day and the sun blistering down, and you'll get super tan. You can get that same tan in a 70-degree weather day with the same sun coming down on you. It depends on what time you're out and how long you're being exposed for. So that's this. You have a couple of things in it. It has flat surface acrylic, which is very comfortable to lay on. Has shoulder reflectors. Has facial bulbs. Facial bulbs are basically what the high pressure bed is. It's all 99% UVA light. You basically can't get burned in it. So, and they're adjustable. You can put them on low, high, medium. Some people like to have a tan body and not such a tan face. And that's fine. You can basically accomplish that. Now, if you could, you'd obviously want to take them next to the Open Sun 550, which this one's closed, so if you have to, you can walk back, you can stop here, and just say these towers are the BMW of the industry. We actually paint job this is white BMW paint, which is really, really cool. That's how much they care for quality initially. The average tan time in these beds, which when I get to tan times, our philosophy has always been tan moderately and tan gradually. That means when you start tanning like 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes your first couple sessions, and then gradually and moderately increase your exposure times. If you do that, you'll be 100%, 99% of the time good to go. But it's when you overexpose yourself, when you burn your skin, that's how you can get problems. So like this has average tan time is 7 minutes, max of 9. A couple things different about this tower. Number one is the acrylic. If you go to Holland your tans or whatnot, or most of the towers out there, they actually have a grid. It's a wire mesh, like chicken wire type of grid, which is not safe for you, number one. And number two, it doesn't synthesize the light at all. So this frosted acrylic actually synthesizes light, makes it a little bit more gentler, a little bit more bronze or tan. That's the first advantage of our tower. The second is the space. You always want to actually get in if you can to demonstrate. You can actually hold on the towers. You have an extreme amount of space. So if you're claustrophobic, this is a really good bed for you. The other thing is the airflow. Nothing tans cooler than these beds. We're again talking about how much money we spend to keep the beds cool. This is definitely the fastest, coolest tan. So if you're on the go, if you're coming from a gym and you want to do this because you don't get any more sweaty, or if you're going to the gym and you can tan on this before work, after work, during work, whatever, you definitely won't have like a sweaty salon smell to it. And then correlating with the options of always standing up and laying down on every level, the platinum, gold, and silver, we have Christy cleaning the 550. Sorry, cut.
Sorry, guys.
No problem, sorry.
Blooper.
That's okay. No, it's just, Bo's going to now, after he's done, he's going to take some notes and make an outline, then he's going to write his own. So
Enjoy that.
But,
Blooper.
So, this is the Platinum 550, always giving you the option of standing up and laying down. This particular bed, again, Sun & Braun, German engineer, the huge selling point, or the huge wow factor, or the best design factor, is the open air reflective facial tanning technology. What that does, and kind of backtracking, The best type of tan you can get is a reflection. When you go out on a yacht or a boat and you're out on the ocean or in the river, I certainly hope that you're wearing sunscreen, because the sun shoots down, hits off the water, and then it reflects back and hits you. And it's a huge amount of exposure. If you're not protected, you can get burned. The same thing is when you go skiing. Again, it goes the whole thing that cooler and hotter does nothing to do with the tan. People so often think windburn is not a sunburn. Sunburn is a windburn. They're the same thing. When you go skiing, and it's freezing out and you're cold and you don't think you're going to get exposed to light, but you have your goggles on, you take your goggles off, and then you have redness all over. That's a sunburn. That's because, again, the light's shooting off ice and snow. Highly reflective. This mimics the same thing. So if you're a model, or if you're really looking for some amazing color, basically from here up, this is what you want to use. Nothing will give you a better facial tan than anything out in the market than this bed. And it's all through that science and the technology. It shoots up. The other nice thing is that your face is actually exposed, so if you're claustrophobic again, your head's never buried in anything. It's a very, very, very cool piece of equipment. The next step down, but again, giving that option of always standing up, laying down with the towers, whatever you want to do, is the gold laydowns. Nice thing, 3 facials. Facials, again, give you a 99% UVA tan, all bronzing tan. And then it's a 15-minute laydown. It's a good bed for a good price. And it's a great option when you want to get in that price point, because you can either stand up and lay down. And that's something that you can never get anywhere else. And FYI, typically any stand-up tan costs about $15 a session. So if you do the math in any of the systems, when you have the ability to stand up and lay down, it's highly valuable. Or there's great value built in. And then this is what your run-of-the-mill tanning salons have. This is what you can find at your gym. This is just a 20-minute lay-down bed. And if you're just here, if you're strictly here for UVB exposure, this is the bed that you probably want. This would give you off the highest amount of UVB, which would give you the highest amount of vitamin D development. Or if you're just here looking for the most affordable option, this would be it. And again, you always get the option of standing up and laying down. A couple other things. Oh, again, with the option of standing up and laying down, we're the only salon in America that also has 2 high pressures. And it's always because we always had a goal, even when we first started, or when we actually transitioned from having only stand-ups to stand-ups and lay-downs, we always wanted to have, or give our customers an option to stand up or lay down at any level. And you have that even in our high pressure. We're the only salon in America that offers 2 different high pressures in the same tanning salon. This is called a Saturn. It's a vertical stand-up unit. So again, if you're claustrophobic, you can exit this way. You can exit this way. You can exit this way. It's very, very open air. And the nice selling point, extremely fast. You tan 3 times, 7 days you're tan. You tan once every 7 to 15 days to maintain it. High value, high performance bed. The things that really separate us from other tanning salons is, we have all of the UV tanning levels, the best equipment out there, but we also are the only salon in America that offers 3 different sunless options. And we were actually the first people in Pittsburgh to offer sunless tanning over 11 years ago. In fact, we were the first people in Pennsylvania to offer sunless tanning over 11 years ago. We brought in the Mystic Tans. We were highly popular. We had people come from Philadelphia, we had people come from Ohio, we had people come from West Virginia to do sunless tanning with us because we were the people to offer it. Well, what that did was give us an incredible amount of experience with sunless tanning. And sunless tanning can be provided 100% flawless. It can be provided with no orange tint. It can be provided with no streaking. It can be provided with no stinking, with you not smelling. And it can be provided on so well that it looks just as natural and just as good as a tan that you would get from Florida, from California, Hawaii, Tahiti, whatever you want to call it. It looks that natural and it's that good. And the number 1 way you get a personal sunless artist tan, or the number 1 way to get a sunless tan, is is this is our personal sunless artist. We have a few girls that are fully trained, fully certified. They're actually certified by the owner of Norvell. He flew up here and trained all of our girls one-on-one because he believes in us and we have a great relationship with him. But it's real simple. Basically, you can wear whatever you want. If you want to disrobe completely, you can disrobe completely. If you want to wear buns, you wear buns. You want to wear tops, you wear tops, whatever. It's your comfort. All of our girls are highly professional. And it's a completely customized, completely detailed tan from head to toe. One thing that we do with this, because again, we were trained by this company, the owner of this company came and trained us. One thing that we do with this that no other out there, not the people that offer their $35 spray tans, not the girl who's on Craigslist who's offering her $40 spray tans or whatever. We are the only people that offer you a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you're not happy with your personal sunless artist spray tan, we'll give you your money back. It's not a problem whatsoever. Because we know you'll love it. You'll be actually addicted to it because you'll look so good. And that's really the industry that we're in. We're in the look good, feel good industry. And this is the fastest way to get a tan. This is the safest way to get a tan. This is the easiest way to get a tan. And this is the best way to get a tan. The girls, they can't perform miracles, but they can put shades. They can't draw any six-packs in, but they can certainly add some color to one area and less color to another area to accentuate some areas, such like the abs, the buns, the thighs, and whatnot. It's a fully custom tan from head to toe. If you want your face to be darker than your legs, you can do that. If you want your legs to be darker than your face, you can do that. And the scent is very, very good. When Sunless first came out, people would get sprayed in our big Mystic Tan booth and be a shower, and it would work, but they would actually kind of smell a little bit. And they basically eliminated the odor completely with handheld spraying because you're able to put on a small amount. And that's the thing with airbrushing or sunless tanning. So much of the time, less is more when it comes to a sunless tan. Just like makeup. More when it comes to sunless tan, you'll look like a bodybuilder, and it doesn't look natural. You want to look like the models on runway. You want to look like the models on runway. This is what you do. One of the mainstays that we've had that we've come so much far or further, I should say, from this particular booth, but this is definitely like still to this day, one of the most popular machines that we have, and it's just, it has like a cult following. The people who use this, they use this and they only stick to this. And it's just, I don't know, that's how loyal they are to this particular brand. It's the Mystic Tan. It's not our original Mystic Tan. We've actually went through, this is our third generation of Mystic Tans. They've upgraded their product continuously. Every time they upgrade theirs, we get rid of ours and bring in the new one. This is called their My Mist. The nice thing is, it's a single bottle. It does its best it can to mimic what a human would do. It does put out a little bit of extra spray, but I mean, nothing major. You basically just have to towel off. When you do the airbrushing, there is no toweling off whatsoever. The other thing is it's computerized, so it actually tells you how to stand and where to stand. So it's real easy. It's kind of dummy-proof. And if you want the privacy and something real easy to do, this is probably the option. And affordable, this is something an option for you. An upgrade to that, and a much better product at the end of the day, to be honest, is the Versa Spa. And it's a better product for a couple reasons. Number one, you get a lot more. The first thing you get is a pH balanced prep spray. And a lot of the times in the past, what they found, the reason why some clients would get a little bit more orange as opposed to bronze would be their pH balance levels would be far higher than the opposite. And what this spray does is it brings your pH balance to the optimal level for our sunless solution. Which the sunless juice that we use is Norvell's. It's the #1 juice out there. Renee's going to talk about how much more of the detail. The Versa Spa itself, like I said, #1, you get the preparation pH balance spray to prepare your tan for this, prepare your skin for the tan. The other option, or the next thing, is you get 3 options. You can do light, medium, or dark. And the third thing that you get is the final spray, which is the sealant. And that's also the skin rejuvenation spray, which helps give you a healthier glow to your skin and helps lock in and seal the tan. But basically, this machine goes in, you stand 4 different ways, and it mimics exactly what a human could do, to the point that we can't necessarily accentuate any areas or anything like that, but it can pretty much give you a custom airbrush tan. With this, if you did just want to do your legs, we can customize it. We can set a pattern in the computer that you could just do your legs. If you wanted to do just your torso, we could do it so it just sprays your torso. If you just wanted to do your face, we can set it up that it can just do your face. And again, this is completely private, whereas the personal artist, some of those artists, yeah, it's slightly better than this, but you are exposed to another individual. So, and the final thing that really separates us apart in any conjunction with our vibration therapy is, we'll go here, you can either go to the Revive or here, is our Fit Body Wraps. And again, always pick some things, 3 to 4 key points is the most important thing. Helps you lose weight, lose inches, reduces, diminishes cellulite, detoxifies your body is a really good one. So you have multiple options. And this is a nice little cheat sheet in case you get a parade part. But this is a body wrap. And unlike body wraps done at spas, where you have to be completely in the nude, and where the technician has to come in, and they put seaweed on you, and whatever, and they lather you up, and they put all this junk on you, and then they literally wrap you up like a taco, because they wrap you up in saran wrap, and you sit there extremely uncomfortable, and you sit there for an hour. In this, you can just go in, you wear a disposable suit, you jump on in, you throw the arms, your hands are free. That provides you a lot of leeway. Number one, you can get on your iPhone, which enables you to go on YouTube, you can do Hulu Plus, you can do Netflix, you can return emails. If you're a business person, I run this company, I love to do the body wrap. I go in there for an hour, I lose about 1,400 calories, my stomach shrinks, I feel so much better, I get all those toxins out of my systems. I'll probably do it today to get the rest of my nasal problem out. But you can get so much work done. So, it's great for that, and it's great to think. It's 1 hour to yourself that you can do whatever you want while you lose weight and get a little more healthier. And the nice thing is, it's often compared to a sauna. It's extremely similar to a sauna. But the difference between this and a sauna is when you're in a sauna, you're in a closed environment. And often it's a wooden, closed environment. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But eventually, you absorb all the oxygen, and it becomes more difficult to breathe. And your head's enclosed in it. So you can only stay in a sauna on a healthy basis from about 10 to 30 minutes max. That means you can only bring so much toxins out of you in that period of time. Here, your head never goes in. So your head and your face, your mouth, and your ears are all exposed to an open air environment. So you're always breathing in fresh air. You can always replenish yourself with water, which allows you to stay a lot longer, which allows more of the toxins to be pulled out of your system and your metabolism to raise and for you to burn fat. So, it's just a beautiful option that we have. And when you combine it, like I said, with the Vibe plates, this can be your weight loss and the Vibe plates can be your exercise. I mean, losing weight and getting healthy has never became easier. The final thing that we have is our Revive. And this combines red light therapy with whole body vibration therapy. Again, whole body vibration therapy reduces or tightens and tones your buns and abs, firms your legs, increases your circulation, flexibility, energy, etc. Red light therapy actually helps remove like fine lines and wrinkles, crow's feet around your eyes. So you get the best of both worlds. It's a skin rejuvenation device which helps you look younger and feel better about yourself, to be honest with you. It has nothing to do with tanning. It's completely safe. It's FDA approved. It's called red light therapy. So that's everything that we offer, and that's everything that we have. And then typically what you want to do is ask them, so what are you interested in? And hopefully they'll say everything. Some people might say, I think I'm interested in your sunless tanning. Some people might say, I'm interested in your UV tanning. And some people will say, I don't know. And that's all okay. The next question you want to ask is, how often do you think you'll be coming in? And the typical response is 2 to 3 times a week. Even if they say once a week correlates great to turning into a VIP or a Tanto, because the way we price the VIPs is all of our VIP programs are set up that as long as you tan once a week, you've made your money back on being on the program. That doesn't include any of the lotion discounts, that doesn't include any of the upgrade discounts, that doesn't include any of the sunless discounts. So if you're gonna come once a week, honestly and truly, the most affordable way to do it is to select a level, pick a VIP, and go with it. The tan tails, they're a little bit more of an initial upfront investment. However, they break down as long as you tan twice a month. That's only 2 times a month. That's less than once a week. You make your money back on it. So again, both are awesome programs. That's what we suggest. That's what we do. And then you can cut from there.